All right, hello. Welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. We're back tonight. We're playing more We're in Danger. We're continuing our run of ball season, which is, I don't know, like Pride and Prejudice meets a horror, like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, or in our case,
very classy.
Pride, Prejudice, and Redcaps. Hey, question. What's your favorite romantic movie? Joe, go.
Oh man. I don't know. Is Garden State romantic?
It's problematic, but yeah, okay,
sure,
yeah.
Thank you.
I haven't seen it in a while.
It's a little problem. It's okay. Yeah, sure.
What problematic?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
So great soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
That's pretty much the only thing I remember.
So great. It even tells you that, hey, we got this soundtrack.
It does do that, doesn't it?
Manic Pixie Dream Girl. There we go. Yeah. Not the first, but one of the earliest for sure. Okay. But no, hey, we'll take it. There's definitely
there's
romance.
Merit.
There's romance in there. There's romance in there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Melissa, favorite romantic movie?
That's a good question, and I'm thinking through.
Thank you
like
that is such a bullshit thing to say when you're in an interview and someone asks you a question. Like, oh, really great question, which is bullshit way of saying I need more time to think of it.
It is exactly what it is. I'm thinking there's like a couple of like Meg Ryan options.
So
that's sort of. I was thinking through kind of When Harry Met Sally, and I also kind of like You've Got Mail. Which is very dated and very like not entirely sure I'm cool with the like ending message with that one, but like do like a good Meg Ryan.
What was the ending message on that one?
I guess we're fine with capitalism. I feel like we're sort of being like,
chains are good if they're run by Tom Hanks, who is like romantically pursuing you.
They are making a little bit of a comeback. Those big bookstore stuff in the U.S. at least.
Because who knew that they would end up being the little guy if you just fast forward?
That's what they're essentially doing. Like, oh wait, people don't want a warehouse-sized bookstore. They want something that's more experiential. Who would have thought? Yeah. Okay. All right, so where are we settling on it? You're going with You've Got Mail? Is that what we're going with?
Sure.
Oh my God, Jeremy, what's your favorite romantic movie?
I don't need to buy time because there's a clear and correct answer, and that answer is Princess Bride.
That's
an excellent answer.
One.
It's an excellent answer.
Damn it!
That's a really good one.
You should have, but you did it. You said Garden State.
Tell me you know the soundtrack. Please tell me you know the soundtrack. That is the best part of it.
It's got Iron and Wine in it, where he just whispers into the mic over and over. That's how you sing. It's just a whisper. Just whisper into the mic. That's what you can.
Oh man.
Anyhow. Okay. Okay. All right. My favorite part of Garden State is when he wakes up and someone. And like, what's his name? The dude, Shelton. The dude who plays Sheldon says as he's in a night costume, "Hey, you've got balls written on your face." Yeah, I will laugh at that like all day long.
It's a well delivered line.
I liked a lot of movies where everyone in it sucks.
Yeah. Okay, my Trey, what is your favorite romantic movie?
Well, first I want to commend the Meg Ryan call-up because she's like the queen of the 90s rom-com. I actually
80s
like Kate and Leopold. Like, that's my favorite Meg Ryan movie from that time period.
Okay.
But
got Wolverine?
My favorite... yes. Mm-hmm. My favorite romantic movie of all time is Legally Blonde. Because it's about a woman's agency in being smart and, like, if the guy's good for you, he's not going to be intimidated by you. And so I like Legally Blonde.
Similar era, Reese Witherspoon in those movies.
On blondiness.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool. Like I have a couple. Like there's two I would name. One that's just theme appropriate. Pride and Prejudice. We were talking about
Pride and Prejudice is amazing. Yeah. If I hadn't done Legally Blonde, I would have done.
But you did. You did do Legally Blonde. Okay. So Pride and Prejudice. Like I'm a sucker for Matthew McFadden's. Mr. Darcy. I thought he was pretty good. And we were just talking about Death by Lightning before we got on. That's how awesome he is, and he's great in Succession and everything. If you can sit through Succession, oh god, awful people. And then the other one I was thinking about, I'm gonna let my little this is like my like kind of indie movie nerd get out. Like Before Sunset. Has anyone seen the Richard Linklater ones with Ethan Hawke? And Kira Sedgwick. There's like a couple. There's a trilogy. Before Midnight was when they were kids, like they're college age, and then I've seen that one. That was the first one, and then they come back like 10 years later, and they do like Before Sunset. That's my favorite. The second one is my favorite. I love it. Sunset's lovely. I love how it ends. That's a tearjerker for me. Tearjerker, but it's so happy. It's so happy. It pulls your heartstrings. It's happy tears, I guess. Okay. All right. And then there's a third one. Compelling. Then there's a third one, and and that one's good too. I'm not saying it's not. It's just Before Sunset's my favorite because I love the ending. It's one of my favorite endings to a movie ever. It just sort of ends, and it's just like in this awesome moment. So, watch that instead of Garden State. Okay.
Can I change my answer to Hitman?
Yes. Yeah, because that one. It's just romance in that one.
I don't ever watch romance movies. Like that's the only movie I can remember watching that had a romance plot up the top of my head.
Joe, come on, man. Love is fun. You should care.
I was just thinking about the movie Weapons because like that's the most recent movie I've watched. So that's like a very different vibe.
I would love if you said Weapons. Was your favorite romance movie?
Wow. Was there even an ounce of romance in that? I'm trying to think.
No.
I don't know.
No, there wasn't
really
any.
Stretch.
Yeah, the subplot with the teacher in the car.
Yeah, the teacher in the car.
And young Han Solo. No, I don't think that was romantic.
No,
not at all.
I'm in a different headspace right now about movies.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, those were options. And there you go. Anyhow, I bring it up because we're playing Ball Season, which Ball Season has yearning in it, and we're continuing and probably finishing our Redcap Rampage or Redcap Dawn. It goes by many names. I haven't settled on a title yet. So you all, just a quick summary. You all are festival attendees at a town on the peninsula known as Calumet-on-Sea. This is a very Victorian Regency era setting that we're dealing with. So you're at Calumet-on-Sea. You came here for this early winter celebration. Everything was going great at first. Jeremy's character brought along Damien, who is his kind of quasi-adopted child who may or may not be the devil. And everything was going okay. And then I think Maitre and Melissa got thrown out of a party that was being run by the Marquis of Reeves, this really rich, powerful noble in the area. And then in the night, stuff happened. Redcaps attacked these small little gnomes who soak their hats in the blood of their victims, and they just started hacking the town to pieces. You all took shelter last time around inside of a schoolhouse where you met the brothers Jedediah and Matthew Hawthorne. Jedediah is like an Adonis. He's beautiful. He's just this amazing, wonderful looking, definitely Patrick Swayze. You also met Anna Arkwright, who is a young woman who works in the naval offices, who Damien, young 8-year-old Damien, has kind of sort of been wooing in the weirdest way possible. And then I think there was also Erica Whitcomb was probably another one, but we haven't really talked to her. And so you all were trying to figure out what to do because everyone in the town was just getting slaughtered and such. And what do we do? What do you do? And so you settled on an idea that you were going to go to the naval offices to see if you can get some weapons. Made sense. You get over to the naval offices and you realize the Redcaps are already there. A bunch of naval officers have already been killed. Maitre's character, Sylvia Asher, she has a friend, Captain Benjamin Crawford, potential love interest, right, who is missing now, wasn't at the offices. You didn't find him. You all got into this crazy fight. everyone survived, and mission accomplished, honestly. And you found some weapons, and then you decided the next thing you're going to do is you're going to try to get to the Cartographers Guild, which is like the biggest building that is secured. It's where the Marquis of Reeves is. Everything's kind of shut down. You found a way inside, and then you snuck into the main room where you had an encounter with the Marquis of Reeves. And it was like this social encounter where you all were kind of trying to get him on side, and he just could not stomach being by such filth. There was a weird moment between him and Damien. You guys couldn't see the face that Damien was making, but the Marquis seemed horrified by it, and he told him to leave. And so he did. And right in front of you, he like cast some sort of spell or whatever, and he turned into a freaking bat or something like a bat, and he flew out of this actual building. And as he did so, you all heard outside all of these Redcaps, this army of Redcaps is out there, and they're chanting some kind of ritual, blood, 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 over and over again. And so, yeah, we are going to pick up. We are inside this. Wait, that's the wrong music. Let's do that music instead. Yeah, I was about to play some really nice music, and that's not correct.
But
okay.
Romance.
So here you guys are. You're in the middle of this Cartographers Guild Hall. There are a handful of other people here, including the mayor, who utterly demolished Melissa's character, despite her propositioning him. And there are a few other like guards and other folks who are attending it. And everyone's kind of in shock at seeing the Marquis fly away. And there's a second story balcony that looks out. The shutters are quickly closed, but all of you can hear blood, blood, blood. Like chanting from dozens and dozens of Redcaps. What do you guys want to do?
Is the bat still in here, or did it fuck off?
No, he flew out the shutters, and he went off into the night. You told him to leave, so he left.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about this ritual? There's
Did everybody just see that?
The mayor is like looking up. What? What on earth? What was that? What on earth was that?
What I propose is, that is troublesome, right? But that seems to me like a tomorrow problem when we have tonight problems.
Yes.
Very much.
Good thing is, amidst you have a young man of leadership who has survived such crazy things before, and he will lead you through this as well. Kind of like nudging Damien forward.
Damien steps forward. I will lead you. And everyone's it's very, very brave of you, young man, but perhaps you should leave this to the adults, the mayor says. You there! And he kind of points at Jeremy's character. You look like a man of means. These guards here need someone of fitness and temerity to get us through the night. You up for the job?
Of course I am. I will say, though, I am of the Higginbottom family. We are estimatable. But it is looking to this young man's unwavering courage that has allowed me to be who I am. Do not doubt him.
My courage is unwavering.
It's a fact.
Be that as it may, he is the same size as the creatures out there. I worry that... anyhow, what are we going to do?
Right.
I'm gonna go to a window while this discussion is happening and just look outside and just kind of try and get a sense of what's out there.
It's dark. It's nighttime. It's winter time, and there's a little bit of a snow falling, but nothing outrageous. You can tell, like just maybe like a little. Actually, no, it's not snow. It's more like a mist kind of swirling about, like a cold mist. And from what you can see, the Redcaps have kind of not all. I'm not sure if it's all of them, but a good number of them have gathered outside of the guild hall, kind of near this town square. There's fire that is burning brightly, and you can tell at this point that the Redcaps are kind of loading up wagons and carts and you can see that they're dragging bodies, maybe some even living bodies. You can maybe even hear the sounds of people, look, help, and like getting thrown, and like they're just like throwing all these bodies into the back of the wagons, and the whole time they're just saying blood, 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 and that is the extent of their chant. They have a very limited vocabulary.
Sylvia looks back over her shoulder and says, we may need to give up this fortress. Mayor, is there a passageway we can get out of here from? We are not going to be able to fight what's out there.
How did you all get in? That seems... Perhaps, if you could get in here, perhaps we can get out the way you came. There's no secret passage or anything of the sort that I'm aware of. No. But how do we get away? And you hear the sounds of like people screaming.
Is there a footman or any kind of like serving people?
There's people around. Yeah, there's people around.
So she's gonna turn her attention to someone who is serving the party and ask if there's an exit that they know of from
you guys spent time in a role discovering a secret way, and not a secret way, but a way through the basement. So like you already kind of have that info.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
sorry. I'm gonna walk it back then and suggest that we use that. Right.
I would ask, do you, perchance, given that there was a celebration going on, have a surplus of large barrels of wine and also of hats? So I would suggest they are rather simple, though violent monsters. Perhaps if we were to drench ourselves in wine, along with hats drenched in wine, perhaps if it came to it, we could be saying blood, 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 and they would be like, oh yes, blood, blood, blood.
We have casks of wine, of course, but we have no surplus of hats. No, nothing of the sort. I'm sure there's a cask of wine left. Yes. And he kind of motions to one of the servants who rolls out a cask and sets it up, and it's just like, it's about 3/4 full, sir.
Does the mayor seem to have like a top hat or something on the table?
He's not wearing it.
Was?
No one's wearing it, but no one's wearing their hats. But yeah, you can see that there's a couple hats of the gentlemen that have been taken off and are maybe hanging on the hook of a chair or something like that.
So Charlotte would like to go over to where there might be a couple of those hats kind of on a hat rack or on a chair or something like that, and just sort of like pick them up and just sort of like toss them towards the servant that brought out the cask of wine to just drop the hats in.
Okay, so you pick up maybe, I don't know, we'll see. There's like maybe 5 loose hats sitting around. And in like the servant's like, okay, and starts dunking them into the cask and just hands them out, and they're dripping this sort of port wine.
She would like to hand the mayor one of those, personally hand it to him.
You don't really think this could work, could it? We look nothing like those creatures.
Did you have a different idea?
Yes.
Are we just to stay here and watch everyone just be taken by those things? Are we that cowardly?
Well, you think we could? When we were at full strength, we couldn't take them. Right. It would be suicide. We should escape.
Give it a try, and that's what
we should
Mr.
escape.
Higginbottom is recommending.
We should escape, and we should get to a boat or to a wagon, and flag us down in the next town, a garrison or a ship at sea, and ask for help from professionals.
Right.
Sure. But you put the hat on your head first, and you go blood, 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 and that's how you get from here to there. You've got to get from point A to point B.
Right. Maybe we take some of these ideas, mix them together, because the thing is, you need to find a boat. Very true. A lot of people here, this many people searching for the boat, gonna get noticed. Get a small group of people, maybe a number of people what matches up with the hats. Let those people wear the hats, and it's not gonna keep them off of you for long, but they'll yell blood, 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 and maybe you yell blood, 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 and maybe that scouting team has the hats. They go and find the boat. Then they get the big group, and then the big group gets there once it's ready to go, because you don't bring the whole group until you're ready to go.
Sir, those creatures are smaller or barely the same size as this boy here. Mm-hmm. What on earth are you talking about? All of us here are at least 5 to 6 feet tall, and we dress nothing like them, and the blood doesn't even, it's not even the same red. You're asking us to kill ourselves. No, I think not.
I'm saying we get a small group of us to scout ahead for the boat. We take that as just, it's not really like the thing that we're leading off on. We're not going to go out of our way to stand in front of these things. It's just, push comes to shove, maybe it buys that scouting team an extra few seconds.
All right, who's coming with us? We've Flora and Damien are in the scouting team. Who else wants to come?
Jedediah, so I will find you a boat.
Who else is brave? It's very clear that our mayor here is not brave, but who else might be brave?
No, hang on 1 minute here. He's
delegating
exactly
responsibility.
Clearly, any bit of embarrassment or possibility of shame, and he runs the other way.
We need to leave. Who else is coming with us?
Blood. Ha! And they cheer, and then blood.
Okay, we need to go right now.
Yeah. Have they acted any different since he flew away as a bat? Like, did the Redcaps react at all?
Not that you could see. You didn't necessarily see any specific reaction. You're not sure now. Okay.
And perhaps with this cask of wine, if you've drunk enough of it, then perhaps you could set it ablaze and have that be a bit of a distraction as well, as you might make your way after us.
It's not going to. It's a wine barrel. It's not spirits.
Well, you can just say no to all the ideas that I have, and clearly you and I should just part ways and not speak again.
It's not that you're. It's just. It's not going to catch on fire. It can't catch on blaze.
Clearly, you and I just don't. You and I should just not keep talking this evening. I bid you good evening.
If the physics work anything like that, Disney, you must hear some we.
So what do y'all want to do? So what's the plan? You're chanting.
Just fucking off from that tunnel.
So we're trying to go back the way we came in.
Right. She really wants to find Benjamin.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Damien, I think your lady love is probably the one to have the best in on knowing where a boat would be, seeing as she's like a naval officer or something.
Absolutely.
So he's like, "Come here, my love," and she's like looking at him like all, huh?
It's okay. Don't be scared. My courage is unwavering.
She steps forward.
I'm pretty sure Damien's highest stat is yearning.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She steps forward and she's so confused, but she still steps forward. And she's just like, we go down by the docks past the naval offices. There'll be ships down there, assuming the creatures didn't go there, of course. Smaller boats. I'll probably dock to the pier, and there's... I'm sure there's enough, at least 1 or 2 that could get all of us here, assuming everyone's leaving. And the mayor's like, I think, maybe you all go ahead. And he's like, trying to like keep a few people here with him, and you can see some of the guards are like, okay, yeah, you're saying, and like a lot of the other fancy folk who came into this party are like, we're not going out there. Are you absurd? We've managed to survive this long. Why on earth would we leave? No, if you wanted to die, you go right ahead. No one has died inside of this place. Why on earth should we leave? Clearly they'll leave soon, and then we'll be safe to depart. Yes, that's good. That's right. Yes. And I was like, here, yes, absolutely. No one's died in here. This is a fortress, penetrable. Yes, but they're intimidated, perhaps, by the architecture, you see. It is very sturdy, yes. Quite right. And this goes on for a while.
Like where the bat flew out of. I will say these things are excellent climbers, and they love to drop from above. Now, when you're out in the sky, out in the open, the midnight sky, it's, intimidating to be outside, yes, but you know what's above you. You stay in here, you take your chances on wondering if that creak or that groan that's in the ceiling up above you, or maybe that window that the bat flew through, might be just big enough for one of them to come in. But, that's your choice.
Then there's suddenly like a dramatic slam as one of the shutters on the other side, like.
Well, that's a fair point. Fair point, good sir. But wouldn't if too many of us go at once, we would attract more attention. Yes, we can't have 20-odd people tramping through the streets. We would be discovered. Yes, perhaps you go ahead and you secure a ship, and then you let off some sort of signal to let those of us remaining here, and then we will follow, so that we are in separate groups, smaller groups, easier to stay stealthy. You see? Yes.
Perfect. What's the code going to be?
You should keep that seat warm. That will be a wonderful contribution to the saving of the town. Just keep that warm, right there. Yes, good, great contribution.
Code word. Yes. Well, I suppose. Well, you need a signal first of all, some sort of release. Yes, fire 2 gunshots. Yes, 2 close succession. Yes, something like that. And then yes, that should do it. And then we'll come along.
All right. Operation Double Tap it is.
Double tap. Operation is a go.
And if he had a shotgun, he would cock it, but he doesn't.
Right. He's got a pistol in his
He's got a musket, but like...
No, he's got a musket, that's right.
I'm not sure that's the best thing for him, but yeah.
Sure, that is a rapier. I just remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Traded in my mink stole for a rapier.
You all kind of picked up weapons in the naval offices. So.
I have a net.
Okay.
That's right, you got a net.
Okay.
So you all
back the way we came.
I'm a capture.
You all decide to leave?
Yes.
Going out the back the way you came?
We've traded enough unpleasantries.
Okay. So we'll say your group. So you all and the Hawthorns and like Damien's wife to be. So weird. You all go back out the way you came. Everybody give me so we'll say like you start sneakily moving through the streets once more. You still hear the sounds of blood. It's fading as you move away from the town square and in the direction now of the docks themselves, passing by the naval offices. Everyone give me a stoutness test.
My scares are 2. That's
no, that's gone. That's gone. Yeah, it's a new scene, so you can clear that at the end of a scene.
Thank you for asking about that, because I had scared 1. So,
Yep, scared always clears at the end of a scene.
Would you say that my equestrian gives me any increased ability to be sneaky and mind my footfalls?
That is not what I'm asking you to roll for, in fact.
Also, if you're clearing scared, you should be recovering strain. Right.
That is true, because you guys did technically overcome him, so you can recover. You can recover 2 strain, actually.
Sweet.
You guys didn't fully beat him. It was more he just left. He's like, screw it, I'm out.
I'm done with you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm starting off with a real bad roll.
Okay. All right.
My stoutness is a 3, and I rolled a 1, a 3, a 3, and a 3.
Okay, so that's really bad.
Yeah, I know.
Are you like straight up just dead? Do you have any wounds currently?
I have 2 wounds.
Okay, so yes.
Oh no!
And I already tapped into my scar.
Okay.
Oh no!
What?
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, that's rough. It's rough. It's pretty terrible.
Okay.
What expert? So you talked about your expertise. What about your items? What items do you have?
Horse crop and a rapier.
A horse crop and a rapier.
They don't really help, but that's why like the only thing possibly was equestrian.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of those really is going to affect. Okay, that sucks for you. Joe, how'd you do? How did Phineas Boulevard do?
He did much better. I got 3, 4, 6, 6, and my stoutness is a 2. So no fumbles, two hits.
Okay.
Is it possible to lend a hit to someone else, or is that not?
I would allow that. Sure, I would allow that.
Yeah, I will lend one of my extra hits then to Ballista to make sure she doesn't just die.
Yeah. She's still going to be in some trouble, I think. Actually, right? I think you're still going to be in trouble because.
I mean, if I can negate one of the fumbles, that'll at least just give me 3 strain on my last track.
Right.
So I'll just be sitting with the one little wound spot.
All right, Jeremy, how'd you do?
6, 5, 4, 1. My stoutness is a 1, so 2 successes. Do we need 2 to succeed, or just 1 to succeed?
Just 1
for this one.
Just
all
one.
right. Then I'll buy off the fumble and keep the 1 success.
Okay. I would also offer, like, if you wanted to also donate 1 to help with Miss Charlotte, you could as well if you're willing to take the strain. But I think I do still
need another one to actually pass.
And what about Mitra? How'd you do with Sylvia?
Soundness is a 3, and I got 5, 6, 1, 2. I'm happy to take this strain and donate the extra to Charlotte.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so if that's the case, then
3, because you get 1 from failing, right?
All you gotta do is
1
get
for every
1
fumble.
Yes, but in the case of Melissa, she has now 2 successes coming her way, one of which she can cancel out, or 2 hits coming her way. One of the fumbles she can cancel out, and then she can succeed. So she's taking 3 strain, which means she's still alive.
Yay!
So as you all are moving through, this is what happens. You stop hearing the blood. It gets kind of out of earshot. The cold mist is swirling around, and then you start to feel something like fall onto you. Like it's almost like raindrops, right? Like or snow, just dropping down. And as you look up, you see overhead the moon is massive. You've never seen a moon so large before. You had been moving about and you'd seen the moon prior, but you've never, it seems to have grown in size to the point where it's taking up almost half the sky. And you see it just hovering directly over top of you. And it is blood red. And you can see raining down are these droplets of blood that are just dropping down, and dropping down. And then you see streams of it begin to come down. And one of those streams comes down and kind of wraps the stream almost like a snake around the neck of Charlotte and begins to just kind of lift her up into the sky. And she's like, her legs are kicking here and there.
Help!
And then we'll say that's when Sylvia and Phineas will reach out and grab you and kind of pull you down, snapping that strange blood tendril that seems to be kind of shifting down from the sky above, and allows you to be somewhat free. But nonetheless, like this blood rain is beginning to fall, and you see above you this massive red sphere.
Oh my word! Whatever is that? It's a moon.
I've never seen anything like that. It is for sure the moon, like it's replaced the moon.
You don't see anything else, it's taking up like half the sky. So when you had last traveled through here, you looked up and you saw the moon through the mist and everything, and it was in the sky like it normally would. It was kind of orangey and whatnot, and it was normal. It was there. It was normal. Now it's just this enormous, gigantic sphere. And it's dripping. It's like it's literally dripping blood. And it's just like hovering over top of you. It's not close enough to where you can like reach out and touch it. But you do see like these long tendrils are just kind of dropping down here and there and like sweeping across to like a rooftop. And you still hear the blood all the way in the back.
We must get a roof over our heads. This is I don't know how we're going to stop all of them, but we've got to do something about this.
I want to
we
be
can
on a boat
stretch
as
my
far away
net
from
above all of our heads. It'll be like a little thing that the tendrils can't go through.
It is an option. I will run with my rapier out, I suppose, if I need to. But we must get quickly. We've got to figure something out. But if their chanting is making that happen, that everyone's going to die.
Well, not much to do about it then. I think we need to put as much distance between us and them as possible, which means a boat.
I agree. I think that will just slow us down. I think we need speed right now.
Well, me being choked to death will definitely slow me down, so I suppose let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving.
Okay. So you push down towards the docks, and you realize it's extraordinarily quiet. There's like no light. The mist is sort of, swirling around. You look out to the sea, and it is this just kind of this rolling blackness. You hear the sounds of maybe the tide coming in along the shore, but you're up higher along the docks themselves. And so it's a vague sound. You don't hear the sounds anymore of the chanting of blood from behind you. And you don't really hear the sounds of any voices. It's just this slow movement of the tide coming in and out. And you can see that the docks are like up ahead. There's this long singular dock that goes and runs out into the darkness. You can't even see the end of it. There's not enough light. You remember that there should be lanterns lit along this way, even at this time of night. And everything, however, is dark. You see what looks like damage. Like some of the buildings, like you see some shattered crates, you see some blood on the ground. You see blood drag marks in the snow as if some body or two was dragged through here. But it seems very dark, very quiet, and you're not sure exactly where an intact boat is. And Anne, she will step up, soon to be Mrs. Damien. Hang on, what's your damn name? Mrs. Damien Hickenbottom. Something like that. Okay. She steps up and she says, "There should be a dozen boats moored here. I don't see. There should be a dozen or more people. This is one of the livelier places. We usually have to shoo away a drunkard or two. Where did everyone be on your guard?"
There's nobody here except for us.
Just super dark, and it's hard to tell.
I mean, if I was going to be a real prick, I would just cut the boats loose so they drift away. Nobody's got something to run to. He'll look to see if there's something along those lines that seems to have happened.
Does anyone have something to make a fire with?
I do have my salacious lighter.
Oh, I have something to burn. I was wondering if we have a flame.
Oh. That I do not have. And I also have something to burn.
Okay. So I'll say, as you start to move down, Phineas, you definitely notice that where there's various places for different small boats to be tied up, you don't see any. Give me a I don't know, we can call it a propriety test, maybe, just sort of like the intelligence of it all.
Is it propriety?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I got a 1, 2, 5, 6. My propriety is a 1. So 1 fumble, 2 hits.
As you're walking down this dock, looking and looking and looking, you definitely catch the sight on the horizon, which now that you're in fully engulfed by the darkness, you can see everything's got this little red hue to it on top of all the shadows. You actually see there are shapes on the water of boats just kind of bobbing about in the water, but not necessarily tied to the dock. And right as you take a step and you look, you try to squint your eyes to see the closest one, you get to the edge of the dock itself. You just feel a piercing as a blade comes up through through one of the dock planks, kind of up through your shoe, and you see this spout of blood, and then crawling out from underneath the dock, you see one of these red caps just like pops up. And just leaps at you. What do you do?
Do I take strain from that? Was that?
It's up to you because you only need one hit to succeed on it. So you could have potentially blocked whatever it is.
Yeah, he's tackling me. I'm gonna try and like roll to my back and like attempt to kick him over me.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
See if that works.
Go for it.
Imagine this is a stoutness.
Yeah, I think stoutness makes sense. Sure.
Okay. Don't really have anything that would be helpful. So I got a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6. And my stoutness is a 2. So 1 hit, 1 fumble.
All right, 1 hit's all you would need. So you try to like kick him, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kick him back, but like he maybe like with his like scythe, he like stabs it into the posts before falling, and he kind of just swings around the post so he's not thrown back into the water completely. But he will. That'll be a hit on him. How many are there? Okay. All right, and then he's going to, as he swings around the posts, he is going to try to lunge himself somewhere. Let's see. Your harass attack. This is going to be on you, Joe. Recent PC. This is going to be your propriety. You kind of see him coming at you in this sort of wild, kind of berserker-like movement, and so maybe through some proper training, you can overcome it.
3, 4, 4, 6. Propriety is a 1, so 1 hit.
Okay, phenomenal. That's all you would need. Do you have anything that would boost up the force? Any items that you would use in this case?
I've got my dentistry tools and suspiciously potent laudanum. So,
did you drop either of those when you got weapons?
Did you drop anything for a weapon?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I dropped the laudanum for the net. I've just chunked the rest of it. That's right.
So you could use your net.
Sure.
To kind of wrap him up. Yeah, sure. And so that would make one of the 4s into a 5, and you can get a second success on this to add to the. Okay, so he lunges at you. You sidestep him and like get the net on top of him, and he's tangled up for a minute, and he's trying to hack through some of the ropes. But that does leave an opening for any of the 3 of you to try to come to the aid of Phineas Boulevard or Beauregard or Bouchard.
The now esteemed dentist. That's the last time.
Can I try and stab it with my musket?
Yeah. You're going to stab it with your musket?
Yeah, because I don't know if I can. I feel like I'll need bullets for later.
I don't think that's how stabbing works, love.
Wait, does a musket have like a knife fight?
You're talking about like a bayonet, right?
A bayonet is what I was thinking of. Yes. I had a completely different picture in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay. I mean, you can come up and club him too. You don't have to necessarily stab him. Like you can club him with like the handle of the musket. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that because I really am thinking of like reloading the bullet being like a whole fucking thing.
You really shouldn't. This game doesn't have ammo stats or anything like that.
Sweet. Then I'm taking a shot because I don't want to get off that face if I can afford it.
Kill it.
Pull the gun out. It's like stuck in the net trying to scramble out, so you do have an opportunity. Yeah.
Nice. See, I'll take a shot.
Okay.
Knock his hat off.
That's where they get their power.
Yeah.
It's stoutness, I'm assuming.
Stoutness is fine. You could use stoutness. Propriety could be another. Like, do you have training in firing a weapon like this? It's a little bit more to it than stabbing someone, probably.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You didn't go on a scandalous date night where
No,
Your
our
army
high
guy
assistant.
taught you how to use a rifle.
No, she's a very proper lady. Definitely doesn't know.
Yeah, up to you. I would say anything but yearning. I don't think yearning makes sense, but I think the other two, you can make a case for either of the other two.
If you'll take propriety, that is my highest out one.
Yeah, go for it.
1365.
All right, 1365. That's 2
and
hits
I'm using
and 1 fumble.
musket.
Okay, so then you can the musket is an item, so you can bump the 1 up to a 2, and you just have straight up 2 hits. And since propriety is your best stat, it looks like you're just giving 2 hits to this thing, and you hit it. Like you definitely hit it really good. And not only that, like there's like this explosion of gore right next to you, Boulevard, as you see like maybe part of its body is just suddenly like one of its arms just gets blown clear off, and it just drops to the ground, and and he picks the arm up. Blood. And then he's going to, now that there's like a hole blown open in the net, is going to try to attack you all with his severed arm.
Oh no.
I love it.
This is going to be a harass. This is going to be on the recent PC. And this is, this is going to be yearning. So it's coming at you, blood just comically Monty Python style, just erupting from the segment of its arm. And then you also see it's like raining down blood on itself as it's swinging at you. So yearning just to kind of keep your composure, so to speak, as it's charging at you. Its hand, a death grip around its knife, its curved knife. And then that hand is in the grasp of its other hand as it's charging at you.
It's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Yearning's at 2, 5, 4, 3, 2.
5, 4, 3, 2. So it sounds. So if you are using any items or anything like that?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. So it sounds like you've got 1 harass coming back at you because the 2 is a fumble, but your 5 means you succeed, and so you only take the 1 harass. So he comes at you, he swings, you manage to dodge out of the way, but he just throws all sorts of Redcap blood on you. You're just gonna like kind of coated in it, your face, your arm. It's not just normal blood; it's blood, just kind of getting in your eyes and kind of starting to distract you. But now it's like amidst the group. No, it's harass. It's strain.
Harass. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So bottom row then. So Charlotte or Ashley.
All right. So take out the cat Nantas in one hand, try and whip it out at the arm that's being held by the other arm, yank it one way, and then lunge forward with a charcuterie cane sword with the other hand.
Okay. Phenomenal. Okay, you just step out in front and yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay.
So
2 items. Oh, that turned out good.
Nice.
Okay, so my stoutness is a 1, so I don't need to worry about this 2. I've got 2 4s and a 6. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to take my 2 items, turn those 2 4s into 5s.
Absolutely. So what's the total?
It's going to be 3 successes.
That's phenomenal. Okay. You come in and start hacking and slashing and stabbing, and it's just like but somehow it is still barely alive, but there's like 1,000 stab wounds. Its arm is still bleeding. It's very pale at this point, but it seems like still very happy to continue. And it's going to throw stuff at you, as it does still have more of a threshold. This is going to be harass at most recent PC, and it is also going to be yearning. So similar, I think it's just going to throw itself onto you, and it's just like clinging to you like some crazed koala, and it's just like and it's like shaking its blood all over you. This dirty, nasty, like whatever the hell creature this is just like smothering you with all of like organs pouring out of the holes that you created. So give us a yearning test to keep your composure.
Okay. So I've got my fancy clothes that had like that little dueling cape that I've used a couple times. I'm going to try and pull that up like into its mouth, like trying to like keep it from actually getting purchased with its bite. I think the other thing, my other items are too unwieldy to use in that scenario.
All right, fair enough.
All right, yearning. Yearning sucks.
Can I assist with my dentistry?
Sure.
He's going for his mouth.
Okay. Calling out which tooth to stab or something. Yeah, okay.
So roll an extra dice.
Okay, yeah. And then 4 is count.
Joe is the best helper.
Joe. You are
so ridiculous.
Okay, here's the thing. Thanks to Joe assisting, and one of my items, I could take my 2 4s and the 3, make those 3 be successes, and I still have 2 fumbles.
Okay, so how do you want to play it? So, like, you've got 2 fumbles. Do you want to cancel any of those out, or do you want to?
I'll probably play it safe, cancel out the 2 fumbles with 2 of the successes, and still have 1 to move forward.
Okay, so you succeed. So you defend. So you basically defend. You're coated in this nasty, like, thick red goo, but you keep your composure as it drops down. It's like kind of grabbing its mouth, and then I think it's just Charlotte left to go, who is in not a great state, having recently been strangled by a blood tendril hanging down from the moon. And
so she had her shoulder pierced by an icicle. And she's terrified.
Yeah.
And yes, she's not looking good at all. But she is going to take her, similar to kind of what Ashley did. Charlotte is going to take her horse crop in one hand and rapier in the other, and just see what she can do. With this.
All right. Put together your best pool and give it a roll, and hope you don't get yourself killed.
Yeah, pretty much. So I've got 2 items. Heck yeah. So it's stoutness, which is a 3. I rolled a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 6 because of the item.
Ooh.
I can make this 3 into a 4 and then into a 5, which then gives me 4 successes.
Okay. Describe how you kill this thing.
Yeah.
You are an abomination to our town, and you need to go. You're not going to go, then I must kill you. And she just like rapier through the eye.
And it falls back like into the water, and you hear that big splash. You wait for a beat, and you do realize that a musket was fired. Very loud musket, not 2 shots, but 1 musket. And when you like wait for a beat, you hear the sounds of like that chanting getting a little bit closer. Blood. And you look back in the direction of Calumet, the actual town, and that large, like massive moon overhead, like it almost seems like it's moving towards you in some way, or it's expanding. It's like this roiling red orb in the sky, and then you can see little bits of like light where torches or something are being carried, as it looks like a mob perhaps of Redcaps is beginning to file in the direction of this musket. You are on a dock in the middle of the night, in the darkness. You think you saw a boat loose in the water, partially illuminated by the red light above, but nothing seems to be attached. What do you all want to do?
Oh dear. That seems to be coming closer. We must.
A lot louder than I thought it would be.
It was. We needed to kill it, so that was helpful.
Should we go and try and get the boat for us?
I know how to swim.
So do I.
Me too.
I'm just gonna
dive in.
Yeah, God, I'm not facing that horde.
Damien will dive in after you, and then you'll see like the Hawthorns will pop in, and Anna, and so everyone starts diving into this very cold water.
And I'm definitely
cold.
stripping off whatever clothes I can to keep the weight minimum.
Okay. I'm going to say this is a task, which means that there's going to be strain, but you all can decide how it's allocated. So we'll call this...
oh, no.
We'll just call it... It's just you're swimming in the water. You're not actually actively being attacked. I'm just going to call it... We'll say it a 4. So there's got to be 4 strain that has to be shared across. All of you, by the way, got to recover a strain from defeating the Redcap. But...
I'll take 2.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you got the thing. You got the upgrade. You dive into the water. You're swimming. There's a little bit of a current, but mostly it's just really, really cold, and the waves are kind of coming in. And you're trying to do this with some alacrity, right? So 4 strain has to be shared amongst all of you. How do you want to handle that?
Charlotte is not diving in because she has a leg brace on her leg, and so she is hoping that they can recover the boat and she can get on the boat. So she's going to wait a beat before she jumps in.
Okay. So you're not going to be part of the task then. So that means there's 3 strain that needs to go around between the 3 of you. Okay.
I guess I can take. I have enough. I'm happy to take 2.
No, I can take. If it's 3 of us, each of us can just take 1. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
This is the first time I got to benefit from my increased recovery because every other time we've recovered, I was out of wound.
Perfect.
Nice.
Great time for it. You all climb up into the boat. Then Damien gets up there, Anne gets up there, the Hawthorns get up there. All the 3 of you get up there. You look around and you realize Charlotte isn't there. You look back to the dock and you can see that giant moon is just hovering over top of her. And now you too, Charlotte, see that there's like this red glow that has now extended onto the dock. It's kind of cutting through the shadows. Those of you looking back, drenched in the water, the salt water of the sea, you can see these like red tendrils beginning to just drift down from where the moon hovers overhead. And they're all seeming to reach towards where Charlotte is. We're going to go into the finale, guys, as there is a big, massive blood moon that is your enemy. We can see that right now Charlotte is in significant peril, and all of you are in the boat. So I'll let anyone go first. Who would like to go first?
I would like to go first. All
right. What would you like to do?
So I'll let somebody else go first.
Okay.
Now that I thought about it. Not quite as brave as I thought.
You're muted, Joe.
There we go. So have we made it to the boat?
Yeah, you guys are all on the boat. Charlotte, however, didn't jump in the water. She's standing by herself on this now red glowing dock, and overhead this massive moon and these like bloody tendrils are starting to drift down to grab her. So that's what you see right now, and you know that this army of Redcaps is probably not that far behind.
I'll just do my best to start like paddling the boat back over to make sure we can pick up Charlotte.
I'll assist with that as well, mate.
2 of you each grab an oar, and you're starting to row as best you can for sure. Okay.
Oh. Okay. And so the assist gives me. I've got 1, 3, 6, 6, 6.
Oh boy. Okay. What were you rolling against?
This would be stoutness, I'm assuming, because it's like rowing.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
You know. Yeah. And my stoutness is a 2, so 1 fumble, and then 3 hits. And I don't really think any of my
2 hits to succeed on this. This is a mega dangerous, a mega environment. So you're gonna need 2 hits.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll give 2 to the success, and then 1 to stave off that.
Okay. So you managed to. Let me do the math over here really fast. Okay, so you manage, the 2 of you rowing as fast as you can. You pull the boat kind of into leaping distance to where like where Charlotte could potentially hop off. But right as you get up there is when this bloody moon gets to go. All right. This is going to be a harass. It's going to be on the most recent PC, and it is going to be on your propriety to defend. As you can see, like, as one of these large tendrils comes out, it's like a trick of perspective. It just doesn't make sense. The moon is up in the sky, right? There's no way this like tendril coming down could reach, but yet suddenly you see this huge tendril like unfurl and kind of whip down, and it's kind of coming for the boat itself, like it's trying to slash down into the boat and right on your side of it. So what would you like to do to defend here?
You said it's propriety?
Yeah.
Okay. I I don't know. I'll try and like get everyone to. I'll yell out everyone to like rock in unison and try and like tip to the side.
I think Damien has gotten up at the bow of the boat and is like doing the like stepping up and is doing like the Napoleon or the George Washington kind of point.
Yes. Yeah. I'll call that out.
Onward.
Okay.
And I got a 3, 4, 5, 6. My propriety is a 1, so 2 hit.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have any items that you can use to bump the 4?
Dentistry tools and a net. Not really. I don't think so.
You could describe using the net, throwing it out, and kind of pulling the boat maybe to make it more mobile, something like that.
Yeah, we can do that. If we're close enough, I could be like trying to toss it onto the pier,
or even just throwing it out to her to help. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay.
So I'll give 3.
All of you are now directly underneath this massive sphere. You can feel this red light on you. The droplets are coming down. They land here and there on some of the allies you've had. And thus far, they've all been very friendly, like the Hawthorns and Damien, obviously. But you can see a few of them, like a bit of blood like drops into their forehead, and then it just kind of dissipates and disappears. And then they look at each other. And like maybe like Matthew Hawthorne looks at his beautiful older brother. And it's like, you're not that attractive. We all think it. You're not nearly as attractive as you think you are. How dare you? Just because I have all of the attractiveness in the Hawthorne clan doesn't mean I will sit here and stand here for that kind of talk. And you see the two of them like reach for each other, and both of them just start choking each other's necks as this rage seems to set in. Who would like to go next? As I'm going to assume, Charlotte, you're like getting to the boat at this point.
Yeah.
It's pulled up. It's successfully there. You're using the net to help you climb down into the boat. What do you all do? Who's next?
If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. You fight madness with madness. Doesn't make sense. We've got a giant blood moon right next to us, bleeding on us. Most boats have buckets to bail out water in case things go bad. Maybe I grab one of those buckets and I just start grabbing water and just chucking water up at the moon, hoping that the water will wash some of the blood off. I don't fucking know how magic works. Fuck you, blood moon.
I love this. Go ahead. You just scoop. You get a bucket. Toss out some like fish guts. You grab a second bucket in here. There's like some sort of big fishing boat, and you just start hurling. All these tendrils are raining down on you, and like the droplets are coming down. Like you're being slashed at. Like some of them hit the water, some of them hit the like they're literally slashing, and you're just throwing up salt water into the air.
Nobody's gonna accuse Ashley of overthinking a situation.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
God damn, Joe.
Such a good luck charm.
5, 4, 4, 3, 2.
Oh my!
Stoutness is a 1.
Oh my!
So that's 3 successes.
3 hits. Do you have an item?
Yes.
I don't think I can really argue my items because I've got my clothes, I've got my charcuterie cane sword, and I've got my cat 9 tails. I don't think any of those really.
This massive tendril is like coming down. It spreads almost like into like a tail or a fin, and you see it beginning to splash down like it's going to encompass the entirety of your boat. And the two of you are just scooping up water and throwing it up into the air, just trying to reverse rain into the sky. And it manages. It manages to just somehow like disrupt that blood fin as it comes crashing down like on either side. Like you just managed to create this whole. It does like maybe hit like one section of the boat, and you realize the boat just gets crunched and ripped. It doesn't completely fall off, but it does damage it. So this does seem to be capable of physically affecting you. Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I am going to then go ahead and roll for retaliation. This is going to be a kill attack. It's going to be against the most recent PC, which unfortunately I think was you, Jeremy. It was Ashley,
That's
right?
Me. Yep.
Okay.
Because I assisted, does that also affect me?
No. It doesn't work that way. No. It just targets the one.
How many wounds do you have, Jeremy?
I don't have any wounds yet.
Okay. How's your propriety? Because that's what your propriety is going for, right?
Middle of the road.
Okay.
It's a 2.
So as this fin comes down and you manage to kind of like make it scattered hole in it so it doesn't actually encompass the entirety of the boat, but one section of it just kind of seems to sort of wrap around you and yeet you out of the boat. And you all watch as there goes Ashley just getting yeeted up into the sky, and you feel yourself getting pulled and pulled and pulled as that red blood mood comes at you. You see it almost looks like this lava, as it's not like one singular color, but rather it's like this roiling blood, and you're getting yeeted up into it, and you feel the breeze. How are you defending here?
I mean, I'm just going to give way to all sense of logic. It's
logic has been gone at this weekend.
It's far gone. There's some stupid blood tentacle. I'm going to wrap the cut of 9 tails around the tentacle, and I'm just going to be poking at it as it's pulling me into the air. You're going to drop me or I'm going to make you suffer for it. One way or the other.
Just stabbing at this massive sphere above you as it yeets you up there. Then it lets you go. And you're just kind of flying and stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. Go right ahead.
I would imagine you've gotten some lessons, some like fencing lessons or something. And so this is your propriety, is like you've learned how to do this.
Okay. It's also just a matter of like, I'm not going to be your lunch.
Okay.
What's my best angle? I'm probably better off taking the 2 5s. I'll leave the 3, and then I'll take my 2 items to bump this one up to a 3, so it's not affecting me.
Okay, and you still succeed with the double 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get thrown up. That tendril eventually lets go of you as it's like kind of just yeeted you up into it, thinking that was enough. And as you get closer, you see like some kind of opening begins to form in this giant moon itself, and you see like these bloody teeth begin to appear where that opening is, as like a mouth opens up within the moon, and you're flying towards it. But right as you're about to get closer, you just stab up like right into the roof of where the mouth would be, right behind where the teeth are. And like it chomps down, but before you are fully encompassed, and you just go falling all the way back.
It's got a mouth. It's got teeth.
And you
I don't understand any of this.
You splash down into the water nearby, within
it's got teeth. We can kill it.
Within swimming distance of the boat. Okay,
if it chews, we can kill it.
It's true. Okay. Who is next? I think Charlotte and Sylvia still have to go, right?
Charlotte,
right.
Go ahead.
So.
All right.
You don't have to. No one's telling you. She wants to sacrifice.
I'm just gonna take a shot. So if you have anything else that you would like to do.
She's thinking about sacrificing herself, I can tell. Because she's almost dead. That's like she's very low.
Then I'll take a shot. I'll go next, see if I can buy a little bit of time from her.
Okay.
With my musket, and I rolled propriety last time.
Yeah, that's fine. To sort of like training, steady aim, that kind of thing, like proper breathing.
6, 5, 5, 2, and the 2 can be bumped up to a 3 with musket.
Okay, so that's not going to hurt you then. So you have 3 hits. 2 of those will succeed, and then you have that extra one that I'm assuming you just want to put towards the threshold. Okay.
Please.
So you point up and you just fire at this thing, like basically where you see you see Ashley falling from. You just kind of fire right up there, and you see a little explosion, almost like a sun flare, kind of explode. More droplets of rain fall. Some of them land into the water. Some of them land on the boat. You hear one of them like lands on some of the hawthorns or Anne, and like more scuffling and fighting as like the 3 of them are like punching and hitting, and like you look back and you see Anne like grabs the clothes of her friend who we haven't really talked to, and just kind of throws her out into the sea, and she splashes as there's just nothing but rage and anger. Okay. Retaliation. Right, this is going to be a kill attack on the most recent PC. and it is going to be your yearning. Okay, so as you fired up, you created a deluge, like this sudden immense downpour of droplets, and you find yourself being utterly encompassed by it. And as each of these droplets rain down on you, you feel this utter rage just begin to overtake you. You look at Ashley in the water, you look at Charlotte on the dock, you see next to you in the boat still, you can see Boulevard and his stupid freaking dentistry tools, and like this seething rage overtakes you. Give me a yearning test to see if you can make sure you don't succumb to that rage.
5544. Yearning is
okay. And so you suppress the urge. You see like turning away from you maybe is Phineas, who's like maybe reaching out a hand to help Ashley up, and you could so easily just like push him over the board, but you don't. You manage to let that go, and you reach a hand out as well as we see like Ashley swimming back to the boat. Okay. We come to Charlotte. Charlotte, you're still alive. You hear the sounds of a Redcap army getting closer. Blood. Blood, 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 blood. As you know they're getting closer, you can see the lanterns and the torches. You can, like, you've hopped into the boat. I believe we said you have hopped into the boat when they first arrived. The boat is rocking now. You can see some of your friends, the allies that you met inside the schoolyard, are starting to fight. One of them just got tossed overboard. You can see that both that both Sylvia and Phineas are trying to help Ashley out of the water. And Damien is like at the front of the ship, just trying to direct everybody, and no one's listening to him yet. What do you do?
I would say that Charlotte would kind of kneel down next to Damien and just say, someday you'll find the right one for you.
He'll put his hand on your shoulder as you do so.
You are not marrying material.
And then he'll lean in more closely.
But your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
And then he whispers like into your ear, and you hear as he says like some weird like ancient chant in your ear that instills you some form of courage in this moment. So describe what it is you do, Charlotte, to help everybody.
So her face goes through a lot of emotions all at once. So she's like, oh, and then kind of like gives him a little bit of a side eye. She is looking for, so her expertise is equestrian. So I'm looking for some type of tentacle
or something. Seahorse bobbing in the water.
I'm looking for some type of tentacle that's coming down that she can basically kind of like
they're constantly
jump on top
raining
of.
And slashing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So she would like to kind of jump on top of one of these. And so she's going to kind of like ride it kind of bucking bronco style. And when it gets closer to kind of the body of this is when she wants to attack with both her horse crop and her rapier. So I'm going expertise, 2 items.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you rolling or are you sacrificing?
No,
you tell me.
No,
you don't
have
to.
Right.
You don't have
so
to.
So this
sacrifice.
is what it looks
it's
like.
Up to you. Okay.
So this is what it looks like that she's using. But I am going to use the finale only ability of Ultimate Sacrifice.
Okay.
So I am choosing to advance the threshold by 2 times the wounds I have. And I currently have 2 wounds. So that would be 4.
All right. So you ride one of these tendrils. It's like slashing and slashing. And as you get close to this sphere that's hovering over top of you once more, and you see it like this large like orifice, much like what was going on when Ashley was being thrown up here. This one is even bigger, and you just find yourself getting like hurled right into it. It's like the tendril just reaches into the mouth and shoves you inside of the gullet, and everything closes. So all of you lose sight of where Charlotte is. But inside, we can see Charlotte just being assaulted by all these like these nodules of blood and flesh, and she's just hacking and slashing and hacking and slashing until all of them, like the blob, just begins to encompass you entirely. And that is a 4 advancement on the old threshold, and you definitely notice that the moon shrinks somewhat in size. You can definitely see that it's kind of getting smaller in some regard. However, I still get to retaliate, even though she's gone.
Oh no!
All right, it's gonna be a kill attack. This is going to be against the person with the most strain. Who's got? Let's call out strain. What are we at?
2.
1.
Okay. What are you at for strain, Maitre?
1.
Okay, so this is gonna attack.
Oh boy!
This is gonna attack Phineas. This is a kill attack, and you need to use your stoutness. So this is gonna be a stoutness. And maybe this time it's like you watch as like one of these large tendrils like reaches down into the water itself, like scooping the boat entirely and just like lifting it up and trying to capsize it. What do you do?
Wow. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 6.
Hey,
That's phenomenal.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I want to reach into my dentistry tools. I want to pull out one of those like comical, like you see like the old movies where it's like the corkscrew drill thing.
Oh no!
I want to try and give this mouth a root canal. So it pulls me up.
Okay, yeah, we can say that. Like, we'll say it like kind of tosses the boat kind of onto its side. It lurches, but right as you're like about to get tipped, like one of them grabs you and begins pulling you up, and you're just kind of stabbing upwards at this large orb above you. So your 2 hits will make you succeed. You have an extra hit, which you can then use.
And then another extra hit. Because
you used your
I
item
up my 4 to 5. Yep.
It was phenomenal. So you are now hovering in the air, wrapped up in a octopus-like tendril, just drilling into this thing, and the relative area where you last saw poor Charlotte disappear into. And that, I think, is the end of the first round here. You guys have done an amazing job, but you do see the Redcaps are getting even closer now. They're starting to appear. You're like, no, blood, more blood. As they are chasing down. So I'll say that it didn't get, since you succeeded so well, we'll say it didn't capsize the boat. So people are still in the boat. We can say, except for you, you're hovering now in one of these tendrils. Ashley, we can say maybe you're on like the edge of the boat, like just climbing up when he got interrupted. Poor Charlotte obviously has been encompassed, and Sylvia, you're on the boat, but one of your NPC allies has been thrown into the water, and the other 3 are still scuffling. And right now, it looks like the 2 of them are like, the 2 guys are like fighting over Anne, and Anne's like, I don't like either of you. The child has more unwavering courage than either of you. What would you guys like to do? Which of you 3 would like to go?
I'm gonna keep drilling with the drill into these teeth that it's trying to eat me with,
and it's like trying to chomp down. How are you assisting?
You assist.
Can, like, for flavor, can I call on Damien to fire his musket?
Absolutely, you could. Yeah. What do you say?
Damien, wait for him to give the signal. He's winding up the drill. Shoot it on the port side. That's left. 4 letters in 4.
4 letters in 4.
And he pulls the musket out.
Okay.
If you fail really bad, I'm just gonna have him shoot you in the back of the head.
Oh no!
Whoops!
But fair.
If you want to make an omelet, you've got to break a few heads.
Oh no! So I got a 1, 2, 3, 6, 6. I'm using my dentistry tools, which can bump the 3 to a 4, which would be a success with the assist. So that's 3.
Sure.
And then I'm saying this is more of a stoutness thing because I'm like physically just trying to drill into it.
I think so. That makes sense.
So my stoutness is a 2, so that's 2 fumbles. Does my dentistry expertise play into this? Because I'm attacking teeth.
Sure, you could take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that gives me 4 hits, 2 fumbles.
Okay. So how do you want to handle it?
I will tank one of the hits. Or one of the fumbles. So 3.
All right. So you're gonna 2 hits to succeed, and then your extra hit to continue. So it's 2 more advancements, and then you're taking one back. Okay. And as you're doing that, you hear a And then right in front of you, like right where the mouth is, you just see 3 of the teeth just shatter. And then raining down from the roof of the mouth is all this blood that begins to fall down on top of you. All right, this is going to be another kill attack. Person with the most wounds. Who's got wounds?
I've got 2.
Oh no!
Oh boy. And I don't think Ashley's got much. So this is gonna go after you again, and that makes sense. You're up here, and so like the blood is raining down. You're feeling like this fury, this rage, but at the same time, like it's not directed logically, and you're getting slowly pulled in into the mouth. You maybe see like the leg brace kind of sloshing around in the viscousness that you know was once Charlotte, as she has been partially digested by this gigantic blood sphere. And I need you to roll. This is going to be a yearning test to keep your composure.
Oh no!
Sorry,
That's
buddy.
the worst.
The leg brace just really throws you off. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe Damien was wrong.
Okay. I got 6, 6, 4, 2.
Okay.
Yearning is a 3.
Okay.
But I can bump. I'm using my dentistry tools still to like carve away.
Sure.
So I can bump that 4 to a 5 and cancel out that fumble.
Okay.
So I'll have 2 hits.
Nice.
And you pass, and you somehow, like, despite the fact that you're like literally being pulled into the mouth, you see the remnants of your once friend Charlotte there. You getting rained on by this like enraging blood, and you somehow keep your cool and just continue to grind away, cracking through tooth after tooth. And those of you that are below, you see the shrinking of this sphere, but those Redcaps are getting closer and closer. I will tell you mechanically what's going to happen is if you guys don't defeat this thing this round, the Bloodcaps get to join into this fight, and that means I get to combine their thresholds. So,
oh dear,
just letting you all know. Who still wants to go here?
Can I take another shot at this thing?
Sure. So you get the musket out. However it is.
I'll assist.
How are you assisting?
I'm in there just.
I don't know.
Pointing something for her to shoot at.
But I'm not sure.
Okay,
I will
Sure, I
say,
would take it in this case.
we had somebody sacrifice themselves. There is
Sure.
the avenge the fallen.
I think, but that doesn't count for sacrifice.
That doesn't count
as someone
someone
sacrificed.
It has to be
dies.
someone that
Yeah.
didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Look at me not reading.
If you kill Phineas with your shot, that means
Then you can avenge the fallen.
that means Ashley can use that free assist on the next turn.
Right.
That's how you make it work.
much.
Yeah.
That's called strategy.
Gotta chain things together.
I think they call that human resources.
Well, actually, 6654.
Wow. I really should. We should really play this in a VTT so that you guys can stop lying about all your rolls. Like the sheer lack of 1s and 2s that are rolled are just like statistically impossible. 6654. That's 3 successes, 3 hits, I should say. Phenomenal. And with the item, you can turn that 4 into a 5. Since you have the musket, that means you have 4 hits.
Oh yes.
Which
Can I
means
throw them all at this thing?
absolutely. So what's gonna happen is you just fire, and you fire right as like maybe the mouth grows a little bit bigger, and up close, we'll say, Phineas, you can see that as that mouth grows bigger, you see some like kind of darkened patch start to unfurl, some strange, I don't know, like seed at the center of this thing.
It's like a cavity.
Yeah, it's a thing, not an absence of a thing, and it's like kind of unfurling out, and then that's when suddenly it explodes from the musket shot. And those of you that are outside, you watch as the entirety of this moon explodes. This massive, like in a third of the sky, this enormous eruption, like the largest firework you all have ever seen, except its blood is just spread everywhere wide, and it lands drenching all of you in the boat. It lands on the docks, turning them completely red. You can see some of the tarps and some of the other things that are up on the docks themselves completely and utterly covered. back into town. It lands on some of the rooftops and some of the buildings, and then you can see like the Redcaps themselves get drenched with it, and they're like, "No!" And then they look in your direction, but you guys are out on a boat, and so they're like, "Blood that way!" And they all turn and they start marching back through the town because you know they already stacked up a bunch of bodies. And they have all that blood ready to go. And so you see this army kind of turn away from you back towards the center of town. Meanwhile, poor old Phineas, you go falling and splash down. Give me a high or low. You want high or low on this, Joe?
Let's do high.
All right. Okay. It's a 3. You land on the docks, not on the water. And so you just smash down. We'll say not enough to kill you, but enough to basically make you kind of immobile for a bit.
Yeah.
As you land right there, like shatter through some of the planks. As you guys have defeated the Blood Moon, or the Bloody Moon, I should say.
Oh, yes.
We did it.
We did it.
Sorry, you're dead. You're not allowed to talk. Okay. So we'll say, as a way of like wrapping up, maybe like Damien like directs you all to move the boat to pick up the stragglers. That includes Phineas on the dock. That includes like Erica, the one who was thrown overboard. The 3 of your friends, like you can tell the rage begins to subside. They all start apologizing like awkwardly to one another. And then you can also tell like Jedediah realizes that Charlotte is no more, and he just begins to weep and weep and weep and weep. And like Damien will come up and he will put his hand like on Jedediah's shoulder.
Don't cry. Her last thoughts were of you.
And he looks up. Really? Do you mean it?
Sure.
And then he goes back and directs everyone to move the boat.
I love that kid.
Okay, and so we'll say as you all row away from Calumet on the sea, coated and covered in blood, you have to like literally bucket out the blood inside the bottom of this boat. You've reached maybe the next town. You notify authorities, and they send people back to Calumet to investigate just what in the hell happened. And we'll say that's where we're going to end Redcap Rampage, I think.
Ah,
there you go.
Awesome.
that got so weird.
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know which way you guys were going to go with that. I thought, okay, we might fight a vampire, we might fight an army of Redcaps, or we might fight the moon. One of the 3.
Moon.
Yeah,
And
I had a couple options.
We went door 3. I really like, I was so, because what I was worried about is what happened to Joe was the like retaliation being the person with the most wounds, and that being me, and then me dying without being able to take the sacrifice. So that's kind of what I was weighing out. Like, I'm really close and I could make it worth something, or I could just die.
Yeah.
That happened to me as Mr. Charcuterie. I was planning on doing the sacrifice last time, but didn't get to.
It's like a little push your luck, you know. You have to like make the choice, you have to be willing to do it, and it's just like you always kind of want your character to survive if you can get your character to survive. So, but all right.
But even with Sylvia going before me, I was like, oh, please don't roll it. Oh, please don't have that be the retaliation. Like I was just like clenching, waiting to see like what that was going to be.
Yeah.
You guys got it.
Not marrying material.
I was like, oh.
He brought it home. He brought it home at the end.
You have a higher purpose. You shall not be chained to matrimony. You shall fly free into the bowels of that creature above us.
Confirmation that he speaks demonic.
You don't know that. They don't know that.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah, Charlotte went to her death heroically learning that he speaks demonic.
Mm-hmm.
If a demon child whispers to a dead woman, does it really make a sound?
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Great point. All right.
Oh, it's so much fun. I really liked
that was dope.
Having the scar because like that allowed me last session to like tank a wound.
Mm-hmm.
To like kind of stay around and be able to continue to help for a while longer. So I definitely liked having that advancement.
And then you had the extra recovery tick in, Joe, at some point, so it had you in slightly better condition for the finale, which was nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It
cool.
paid off once. I missed out on being able to benefit from that twice because I had just taken a wound both times.
Well, the amount of times you assist, it feels like recovery is actually probably a pretty good thing to take for you.
Yeah, that's
you
what
assist
I was going
lot,
for.
You know? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I think in theory it makes sense. It just didn't necessarily play out that way. Cool.
Right.
All right. Well, that's it for Redcap Rampage. That's it for this run of Ball Season. One of the kits for the We're in Danger game that I've been making. If you watched all three of these, thank you so much. If you've played We're in Danger or bought We're in Danger yourself, awesome. Let us know how it went. Hop in the Discord. Tell us about it. I'm really kind of curious to see how people are playing it and the random weird stuff that you're creating with it, because that's what I like about this game. It just kind of creates like zany, ridiculous things where there's a moon that's now trying to eat you. So, there's that. Okay, let's do some closing plugs and let's get on out of here. So, My Trey, where can we find you on the internet?
I am to Plays Games on YouTube, where I make system agnostic or multi-system content that centers CGM and play experience. But I specifically want to talk about We're in Danger for like the holiday season, because I'm convinced it would be great for one of these like Santa slasher type things.
I do in fact have a what's it called?
Get the fuck out of here.
I do. It's called Perish with Difficulty. That's the name. That's my working title.
Get out of here.
It is
That's dope.
It's a blend of Die Hard, Home Alone, and Gremlins. That's kind of where I'm headed with
that's sweet. Yeah, no,
you got Jeremy.
The peace in my soul right now.
I'll probably run it at some point this month, so that we can kind of trot that out there. So yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Awesome. Joe, what's going on with you? Okay, do you know streaming schedule?
I've been out of the loop a little bit over there, but I'm pretty sure Wednesday is Savage Rifts, and I think Chuck is starting a new DCC campaign this Friday.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. As for us here, we've got tomorrow, we've got some Hardwired Island, which I think might be the finale. Thursday, we've got some Legend in the Mist. Friday, nothing. Saturday, we've got Call of Cthulhu, which, speaking of weird, I don't know what the hell happened last. I still don't understand what happened last. Long just like attacked an old guy for no discernible reason.
Understanding. I still
don't fully understand what the hell just happened. Like we ended early because I think we were all just kind of stunned. We're just like, what just happened? So we'll see the fallout of that and see what goes down. The other thing I want to mention is this Wednesday, I am playing in a special game over on Ticking Time Bob Gaming. He's a friend of the channel. You've seen us rate him sometimes here and there. We're playing in a Call of Cthulhu game together. Paula Deming from you might know her from such a podcast as The Glass Cannon. I know that she does a lot of work over there, and she has her own channel and she does some board game stuff with Watch It Played. She's GMing or keeping. She's running as the keeper. She's gonna kind of push us through. We're gonna do like a little 2-shot, so you can see me as a player in that game on Wednesday. Right around the time we normally stream. So I think it's just before when we would normally go on stream. So we go on stream at like 9 Central. So I think it's just before that. So come hang out with us on Wednesday. And yeah, there's that. Let's do a quick raid. I think our friend TK is trying to start up a stream. So we're going to go raid her because that's fun. All right. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.